today? How's your week passed by? So for me, it's a busy week. But anyway, if you're new here, I'm Lovely. Welcome. And if you're new subscribers or my subscribers or my supporters, welcome back. So for today, I'm going to allocate our paychecks. So it's time of the month again to allocate our bills, expenses, and allowances. So without further ado, let count the money here first before I will discuss with my monthly budget. Sorry. So what we have here is for expenses, allowances, and some saving challenges. So how much it's this one? Let's count. Let's do like this. 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9,500. Plus, let's 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,001. Plus 1, 2, 200. Plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So it's 20,900. The cash that I have here, plus the 2,160 for my sinking fund, which I already separated it, and some other deductions. Our paycheck is around, it's 26,000, so there's a deduction here of 2,100 for the remittance. Plus 100 for my husband's allowance, plus 240, and plus 500. So correct, it's 26,000 for our monthly paychecks. So it's the total amount. I didn't just split it. So before we allocate this one, I want to discuss this to you how I allocated it. So there's a salary of 26, combined salary already, and some contributions from my dollars. So 26,000. So for my mandatory savings, 1,000, rent. So the total of these expenses alone with my 1,000 mandatory savings, which is a payment for ourselves, because I always do pay ourselves first before I do the rest of the bills. So it's 21,950. So for the debt, there's a property debt of 1,500. For my husband, no, for my credit card is 310. For my husband credit card is 80. So the total debt is 1,890 plus the total sinking fund. So if you deduct it, it's 26,000 minus 21,950 for the bills, expenses, and allowances, minus the sinking fund, minus the debt. So the total money now is zero. So if you don't know what zero-based budgeting is, this is the zero-based budgeting is. So all the money that come to you, you know where it goes. That's why it's called zero-based budgeting. Every little dollar or cents have their own
purpose.
So that's why I call zero-based budgeting. So let's start with the allocation. So for our bills, oh, this is sinking fund. For our bills, so as if you're new here, I always do a pay yourself first. That's where is better here. Pay yourself first. So for that, let me get 1,000 for my savings, for our savings. I will not count how much is this one because I think it's 5,000. Yep. And for, oh, where's the debt? Debt first. So for the debt, it's property debt. It's 1,500. 1,500. So for this debt, I only need to pay around 2,500 and it's gonna be finished. My goal for this one is to pay it until June. Not, let's see if I can pay it next month, the total amount. So for rent, it's 8,900. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's count it again. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 8,005, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8,900. And you know what's happening to our rent? It's we already recontract our rent after 2 years, but normally the landlord gave us an increase, but this time we're lucky enough. They understand the situation of inflation and higher pricing of groceries and food. So they told us that they will not increase our rent. So yay! Lucky for us. So for the following 2 years, it's gonna be the same. And thanks God for that. So next. So for remittance, I already sent it. So it's supposed to be 2,100, but I already sent it. That's why I put tick in here. And for my credit card bill, it's 310. 310. So why I put the sticker always in here? Because it's a reminder that if I didn't pay my credit card on time or for a full amount, it's going to be a trap for me. So it's just a reminder. So for my husband credit card, it's $80. And for electricity, I allocated 400. But the thing is, the electricity bill came already and the cost of that is 1,073. But I'll just make it 1,080. So it's only 400 here. So what I'm going to do is 1,080 minus 400. So I will take 680 for my month ahead binder for the electricity. So I will complete the electricity bill. So I need 680. So let's take 1,000 here and 80. So let's change. We don't have. So let's put 1,100 first, and if there's a change, I'll put it in here. That's why this is the reason why I always allocate something for electricity, even though it's not a monthly bill, it's a every other month bill, so that it will not be heavy for me to pay the whole amount. All right, so it's 1,080, so I have $20 here. I don't know if I can change it later on. Let's just check. So for now, let's put it in here, 1,100. And for water, the bill hasn't come yet, so I allocated here 100. So what I will do is I'll just put it directly in here. Here. So the water bill will come on, hold on, July. I already paid it last March for 440. So I just put it in here. Because let's see if there's a change here. Okay, there's a change here. Put 400 here and took 500. So when the water bill come, I'll just do the same as what I do to my electricity bill, just as you see. And for my gas, where's my gas? Gas I allocated here to, or LPG or propane, 400. And just put it here first. Oh no, for gas, it's 250. Well, I got it wrong. So one cylinder gas costs us 500 plus tips. Or not exactly 500, around 496. And then I just add additional the rest for the tips. So I just put it in here. I think it's gonna be finished this month or next month. Let's see. So I just put it in here. But I also have a month ahead binder for gas, which is already fully funded. Yes, you see, it's fully funded. I will discuss this month ahead binder later on. So for this binder, it's finished. So what else? I forgot that I also have this binder. This is for our holding binder. And for this one, they still have a leftover of miscellaneous. I didn't use it for our miscellaneous. So for miscellaneous, it's $50. Let's get 100. So for my hobbies allowance, there's a deduction of 100. So it's now 1,900. Oh, we don't have much. Let's see if we can change. I think there's a change here. We don't have much. $100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Let's see for the other. Maybe there's some change too. No, not enough. Here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that's enough. So for my husband's allowance, it's going to be 1,900. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, come on, stand up there. So 500, 1,000, 1,005, 6, 7, 8, 9. This for his monthly allowance, spending allowance, transportation, food. So for our food is our this money will go to, like, we're going to the wet market to buy meats, fish, vegetables, fruits. So this category is for that. So I allocated here for 3 weeks. I allocated here 2,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2,500. 1, 2, yeah, it's 2,500. So 2,500. So for every week, we have to multiply it by 4. So this the allowance for our meat, vegetables, for the food category every week. So if there's an excess there, I'll just keep it and later on use it for my saving challenges. And for groceries, there's a deduction here of, I allocated here 2,000. There's a deduction of 240 because I already bought some groceries. So it's 1,760. 1,760. So 1,760. So for 2,000, multiplied by 4. So we need to, there's only 500 allowance for groceries per week. So we do shopping or buying something as cash basis. We seldom use our credit card. That's why there's not much of credit card debt. Sometimes we use it for because we don't have any more cash, or that we don't, there's a certain situation that we need to use it. So that's why. So for dining out or eat out or take out, I always allocated here 500. For phone bills, loads, still have $50 here, but I allocated here 550. This all for our bills for all of us. And phone loads, this is the voucher that my children use. And if I collected 10 of this, there's a free $50 loads, which I already changed some, and that's why I have this one. So I changed 20 pieces of this, just voucher like this, and they give me $50, $100. So that's why there's $100 less here. So it's a big savings, right? Savings 100 for just collecting vouchers and using the same thing. And what else? So for this one, so 300 of this, 1, 2. 3 is for saving challenges, which I just put in here for my saving challenges binder. I will do it later on. And for the rest, well, I have 300 here, which I miss. Haha. Oh, the month ahead one for the rent. So month ahead for the rent is 300. Let's get 200. 500 and I'll get 200 here. And this money is my monthly allowance. So I will show you later on how much is for transportation. So I just keep it on the side. So before I finish this video, so the duration of the paychecks that came to us is from May 13 to June 9. It's a 4 weeks time. And then why? Because the salary came on the last day of May and the first week of June. So I don't want to struggle on waiting for the day that the salary come. That's why I put an allowance at least 5 to 6 days before the salary came. So I don't need to overspend or to use the money, which is just to have a debt and use credit card more than what I used to be. So I hope you understand that. So the next paychecks started on June 10. On the next budget started on June 10, and the next paycheck will gonna be on the end of May and then the first week of June. So I hope you understand that. And before I leave, I joined the collaboration for there's 8 of us who joined this collaboration. It's called Summertime Scavenger Hunt Collaboration. So if you want to join us, you can go to Jack of My Girl Budgeting to know the instruction to how to join us for the scavenger hunt. There's a freebies at the end of this scavenger hunt, which she will give you. We will draw which is the winner. So if you want to know the complete instruction or mechanics of this collaboration, you have to go to Jack of My Girl Budgeting first, and then follow our journey to go to other
channel.
as Victoria of B, Dennis Saves, and then they already say their secret words. And then after that, on this, you can go to Canadian Finance Journey. But before you go, you have to subscribe, of course. You have to subscribe on our channel to join this. So after Canadian Finance Journey, and then it's going to be my turn on May 18. Yeah, May 18. And then after that, you can follow our journey. After that, there's Saving with Bane, and then the 3D diamond budgets, and then the secret budgeter, and then cheesecake. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the way. And then last one is going to be the Jack My Girl Budgeting, and it's gonna be on June 1. So the rest of this month, we will go around and hunt the secret word, and let's see who will get the right word for all 8 I hope you got it. If you don't, well, you have to check their channel first, and they can explain it well than me. So just subscribe on this 8 channel. So my girl budgeting, my B finance saves, Canadian finance journey, myself, Lovely Budget HK, saving with Bane, 3D diamond budgets, the secret budgeter, and cheesecake budgets. So follow our journey, guys. Follow Lovely. So this the end of my video. Please join us. Thank you very much for supporting me. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe and comment and share this video so that it will reach more people. Thank you so much. That's it for now. See you later. Bye now. Bye, lovelies. Bye. Thank you.